down there or up there, I guess, in
Seattle.
Seattle. But with Ken Griffey leaving, it's kind of sad.
But it is happy that he did get to leave at his starting team. So.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing they interviewed Alex Rodriguez is now the current active home run leader, and he felt kind of the same way I did. He kind of idolized Griffey growing up, so he was kind of sad to see. He's happy. He said it was a bittersweet happiness for him that he is now the active leader. So
yeah, but he did have one of the nicest swings, I must say, ever in baseball. So
his swing is definitely his left-handed. He was one of the first major slugger left-handed.
Yes.
He was before Barry Bonds kind of, and I mean they were kind of same time, but
he just took off before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I mean Mark McGwire and Sosa were both righties, so it was good to see Ken Griffey out there with his lefty swing.
All right, we can get into the NHL.
Yeah.
Finals, Stanley Cup Finals. First game was, I believe, a couple days ago.
Yeah, so a few days ago. The game 4 is tonight. So we've had 3 games in between our last broadcast. So.
Yes. What do you like about these two teams?
Well, the series is 2-1 to the Blackhawks. It's going right along with the home field advantage, I guess you could say. And I don't know. The Flyers are down 2-1, but throughout these playoffs, if you've been watching the NHL at all, they have definitely overcome a lot of adversity. They've been very resilient. So I wrote down a few of the strengths and weaknesses, or strengths of each of the teams. And the Flyers definitely, I put resilience and their senior leadership. Mike Richards and Jeff Carter are their 2 captains. And both of those guys they're both in their mid-20s. They've been around the league for a couple of years, so they know what's going on more. And they've been in the playoffs before. The Flyers were in the playoffs last year and I think the year before. So they've got the experience. So look for the Flyers to definitely make a comeback. Look for them to win this game 4 and tie it up. And their goalie, although in the first 3 games Michael Leighton hasn't been his greatest, he subbed in for Brian Boucher. Brian Boucher was their starter throughout the year, and at the end of the year when he made the save, it was close to where the Flyers weren't even going to make the playoffs. They had to go into a shootout with the New York Rangers to determine who went to the playoffs, and Brian Boucher made a huge save in a shootout and got them to the playoffs, and then got injured in the second or third round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Michael Leighton has stepped in for him and has 7 wins and 4 shutouts. And
that's amazing.
Of his 7 wins, he has 4 shutouts in those 7 wins, and has really been the spark for this team to get them. They were down 3-0 against the Bruins, 3 games to none.
Yeah.
And
came
back and won it in 7. And so definitely do not count the Flyers out because of their senior leadership, their overall resilience. And just look for Michael Leighton to step up. And Brian Boucher is actually healthy again now. So definitely, I mean, if one of them is struggling, then they can put the other one in. I know Leighton in the first game was pulled because he had 4 or 5 goals against him, and then Boucher came in. But they definitely got they got a duo right there that they're 2 solid goalies, so definitely make sure that you watch that series, because I'm sure it's not going to be a blowout like a lot of the Blackhawks have blown out most of the other teams that they've played. So, what are some of the strengths of the Blackhawks, though?
The scoring. They've had a lot of top scorers like Jonathan Toews, Dustin
Bufflin.
Yeah. Patrick Kane, Patrick Sharp, and Marion Hossa.
Yeah, their names are. I mean, they've got a whole bunch of crazy guys there, but so definitely scoring is one of their.
They have tons of scorers, along with their defensors, and they've had huge confidence going in 12 to 4 in the playoffs. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're 12-4. They've only got 4 losses against them, whereas, I mean, obviously in that the Boston series with the Flyers had 3 losses right there, so that's one series. So obviously the Blackhawks are riding high right now with their 2-1 lead. But being in Philadelphia is such a hockey. I mean, they're a big sports town.
Yes,
they definitely pride themselves on their sports. So whatever sport is thriving at the time, they definitely go and support them. So the game last night, or the night before, sorry, when the Flyers won, that was the largest. Well, it was the largest audience of a hockey game in the state of Pennsylvania, which they also had the Penguins there. So it's kind of a big shocker that was the biggest in the state. But it was a big game that last game. So yeah, definitely check out the Flyers to rebound in this series.
Well, that's it for today. The next show will be the web.
Web. W3B with Nikki Olson. And I think we're back on Monday.
Yes, we are. Monday, I believe at 6?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I don't know. Check us out on Monday. We're going to have a FIFA World Cup breakdown.
World Cup breakdown.
And hopefully we'll have some, we're going to get some brackets out and try to see who's going to come out as the victor, which will be the victor both of the World Cup and of the Feed Live, who has the best bracket. So definitely check those out. I'm Brock Kauffman.
James Beavers.
This has been